Good morning, my dear children. Welcome you all to this program GNAANA DEEKSHA, digital classes for school children. As today I have the class, I started from my home around 9 o'clock in the morning. Today I started my journey in the morning at 9 o'clock. I reached here by a car with registration number AP28AU 7676, and the capacity of engine of this particular car is 1098 cc. This is the engine capacity. Cc means cubic centimeters. The distance between my home and this studio is around 15 kilometers. To reach here, I have taken nearly 1 hour time. On the way to this studio, I stopped at one petrol station to fill my car's fuel tank. I filled with 20 liters of petrol at a cost of 79 rupees 98 paisa. 78 rupees 98 paisa. After coming to here, then as we know about, now we are in a situation where this COVID-19, coronavirus COVID-19, I used a mask which is in the shape of a rectangle, with the measurements 18 centimeters length and 10 centimeters breadth. I used a mask to my face. After entering into this studio, I washed my hands for 20 seconds. If you observe all these things, you can find everywhere in our life we are using numbers. So I think most of the students guess that today's our topic is on number system. And at present days we are very fortunate because we are very much familiar with numbers, how to count the numbers, how to write the numbers. But in our olden days, we have the people where they do not know how to count the numbers, how to write the numbers. For instance, let us look at the situation. Once upon a time, there lived a tribe community named as Jalla. The people of this Jalla community, they mostly depend on farming, as well as they used to raise sheep for their, if you look at the picture, you can, if you look at the slide, you can see. They most of the time they used to raise the sheep for their common needs. That means they prepare their warm coats and carpets to cover their skin, and they used their milk as a breakfast and meat as their lunch and dinner. There is one responsible person. If you look at the screen, you can see him. His name is Amjullah. He is the responsible person, or you can call him as a chief shepherd, who is responsible for taking care of the sheep of that particular community. His duty is every morning before sun rose, he take all the sheep from the pens to the green fields, and then before becoming dark, he take all the sheep from green fields to pens. It is very shocking that even though they don't know how to count and they don't know how to write the numbers, but this Amjullah perfectly he is attending his duty. That means how the number of sheep he is taking from pens to green fields are the same as the number of sheep after coming to here. That means from green fields to pens. Can you imagine how he has managed all these things? Because they don't know how to count, they don't know how to write the numbers. The interesting thing is, Amjullah used to do one smart thing, that is, whenever the sheep in the morning, whenever the sheep coming out of the pens, what he has done is, he used to take one pebble and keep that pebble in the bowl. But if one sheep coming out of the pen, then he used to take one pebble and keep it in a basket. Like that, he used to keep all the pebbles in a basket. While coming back to pens, again he used to remove all the pebbles from the basket. Like that, he used to manage everything. Really, we are very fortunate to know how to write the numbers and how to count the numbers. So today we are going to discuss about the number system, in which we will discuss the place values, expanded form, comparison and estimation. We use the other number system, that is international system of numeration, and also we will discuss about fractions, decimals and comparison, as well as operations on fractions and decimals. Okay. Now, let us look at this slide. Here you can observe that there are two classrooms, one is class 6 and another one is class 7. Can you observe one girl who is in yellow top? Okay. Have you observed? Yes. That girl, in the first case, she sits in class 6th, and in the second case she sits in class 7. If you look at the first slide, we can come to a conclusion that that particular girl belongs to class 6. Whereas if you look at the second slide, we can come to a conclusion that she belongs to class 7. How you are coming to this conclusion? That means, depending on the place value, that means where she sits, from that we can guess the class in which she is studying. That girl is same, that means face value, the whatever we are talking, that is about the girl, that is face value. Place value is nothing but the classroom. In the same way as we discussed about this girl, in the same way we have the place values in our number system too. The place value is the value at which the digit appears. For example, if you look at the number, 5 is in ones place, 8 is in tens place, 4 is in hundreds place, 6 is in thousands place, and 9 is in 10,000s place. Like that, we have the other place values, which are lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores and 10 crores. Depending on the place value of the digit, we read that number. For example, if you take the same number, how many 10,000s are there? If you look at the number, we have 9 10,000s. That means the number consisting of 90,000. In the same way, 6 is in thousands place. So, how many thousands we have? We have 6,000. First we have 90,000, next we have 6,000, total we have 96,000. Next, 4 is in which place? It is in hundreds place. That means how many hundreds are there? 4 hundreds are there. In the same way, there are 8 tens and 5 ones. That means, if you see here, after looking at the place values of the digit, what the number we have? We have the number 96485. 96485. Already we know that 5 is in ones place and 8 is in tens place and 4 is in hundreds place and 6 is in thousands place and 9 is in 10,000s place. 9 is in 10,000s place. These are the place values of the given number. Now, how will we read this number? That is, this 96 is in thousands place. I mean, if you add both together, that means we have 96,000s. And what about the remaining 3 digits? It is nothing but 485. That means we can write the number as 96,485. 96,485, right? Now, in the same way, we can write this number by using these place values in expanded form also. That is, already I told you the 9 is in 10,000s place. So, we have how many 10,000s? 9 10,000s. It is nothing but 90,000. Next, here you have the digit 6, which is in thousands place. So, we can write it as 6,000. Now, if you come to hundreds place, here you have 400. 4 is in hundreds place. That is nothing but 400. And you have 8 in tens place. So, we can write it as 80. And we have 5 in ones place. We can write it as 5. Because 5 into 1 is same as 5. If you add all these numbers, it is nothing but the sum is 96,000, 96,000, 96,485. 96,485. If you write a number like this, this is nothing but we call it as expanded form. We call it as expanded form, right? Now, let us come to the other example. We have one more example. You can see the number, it is 7,000 because 7 is in thousands place, 2 is in hundreds place, 9 is in tens place and 4 is in ones place, right? So, if you write the expanded form for the given number, it is 7,000 plus 200 plus 90 plus 4. Like this, we write the expanded form for the given number. In the same way, next, before going to the next topic, here let us discuss one more thing, that is, let us take a number and let us compare its place value as well as face value. For example, let us take a number which is 784 and take one more number 98,609. Here I have written two numbers. Now I am going to write about face value as well as place value of a particular digit. Face value and place value. Now I am going to write the face value of 8 in the first number 784. Already I told you that face value is same as the digit. That means here 8 face value is 8 only. If you take the other number, here also we have 8. Again I am going to write the face value of this digit. It is the same, which is 8. Now let us come to place value. Place value varies because already we discussed that place value is purely based on its place. So now you have to find the place value of 8 in the first number. This 4 is in ones place and this 8 is in tens place. So the place value is 10. So the value is 8 into 10, which is nothing but 80. Now let us come to the other number. Here what is the place value of 8? Now let us see, this is ones place, this is tens place, this is hundreds place, next this is thousands place. So 8 is in thousands place. So what is the place value? 8 into 1000, which is nothing but 8000. Like this we can find face value as well as place value of a particular digit in the given number. Now if you go to the higher classes, you come across some problems which are based on place values. For example, we don't know about the number. So we assume that the number is A, B, C, which is a 3-digit number. I don't know about the digits. Then how can you write this number in expanded form? That means here C is in ones place, B is in tens place, this is in ones place, and A is in hundreds place. Right? So if you write the expansion form of this by applying the same logic which we have discussed just now, A is in hundreds place. So how can we write? That is nothing but 100 into A plus, now B is in tens place, B is in tens place. So that is nothing but 10 into B. Next we have one more digit which is C, in which place? Ones place. So we can write 1 into C. This is the expanded form of a unknown 3-digit number. That means you can write this as 100A plus 10B plus, we know that 1 into C is same as C only. Right? Like this we can expand any number based on its place value. And if you observe one problem which is given in 10th class as well as in 9th class also, that is, let us take a 2-digit number. I can take that, I don't know about that number, so I take that number as XY. If I reverse the digits, then again you will get one more 2-digit number. For example, if 78 is one number, if you reverse the digit, you will get 87. That means ones place digit will move to tens place and tens place digit will move to ones place. So let us apply the same for XY. This is a number, this is not X into Y, my dear students, please remember, this is XY. I arranged 2 digits one side by side. So if you reverse the digits, you will get another number like this, YX. Now how can you expand this? This can be written as 10 into X, that is 10X plus 1 into Y, which is Y. In the same way, Yx can be written as 10 into Y, because Y is in tens place plus X is in ones place. So I can write like this. But in the problem it is given that when you take a number of 2 digits and if you reverse it, the sum of those two numbers, it was given as 66. Sum is given as 66. So, how can we form an equation here? That is nothing but here they have given x, y. Let us treat it as number only, x, y plus y x, which is nothing but 66. If you look at this equation, you can't find anything. Here you have to apply this expanded form, that is nothing but 10x plus y for this xy, and for yx we can write it as 10y plus x, that is equal to 66, which is nothing but, if you add the like terms 10x plus x, it is nothing but 11x plus y plus 10y, which is nothing but 11y, which is equal to 66. This is one equation, right? Like this, don't think that these place values and face values are the concepts in lower division, but we use all these basic concepts in our higher classes too, right? Now, let us come to the other point, which is right. I think the world is very much familiar with this girl. Who is that girl? She is none other than Purna Malawat from our Social Welfare Residential Educational Institution Society, under the guidance of our visionary secretary Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar and the help of Government of Telangana. She scaled Mount Everest. She is the first youngest girl in the world who climbed Mount Everest. Now, let us see, she not only climbed Mount Everest, she has kept one mission, that she want to scale all the highest mountains in each and every continent in the world. So far, she completed 6 mountains in 6 continents. Let us look at the screen. She scaled Mount Everest from Asian continent, and Elbrus from Europe, Kilimanjaro from Africa, Vincent Massif from Antarctica, and she climbed 2 other mountains in South Asia as well as South America. If you observe the table there, you can find heights of the each and every mountains. Obviously, in the world we have the Mount Everest, which is the highest mountain, highest peak in the world, with the height 8,848 meters. Now, why I mentioned all these things here is, now I want to compare the numbers. Whenever you went to a shop or you went to a dress shop to get one shirt, we used to think about the shirt which costs less cost. In the same way, that means how you are getting or how you are finding that particular cost is less. That means, if you look at the 3 or 4 shirts, after looking at their costs, you will compare the cost of each and every shirt, then find out which value is less, right? Let us look at this. Here we have the continents with heights. Let us compare these heights or these numbers. Here we have the numbers which are right. The height of Mount Everest is 8,848, right? Next, Mount Elbrus is 5,642. 5,642. Next we have Mount Kilimanjaro with 5,895. 5,895. 5,895. Next we have Mount Vinson Massif with 4,892, 4,892. Next we have other two mountains with 4,884, 4,884. Next we have one more with 6,962, 6,962. Here I have 6 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to compare these numbers. Comparison is nothing but you have to find which is more and which is less, which is more and which is less. That means here there is one more thing, that is, if you arrange all these numbers from small to big, that means small number to big number, it is known as ascending order. It is known as ascending order. And if you arrange these numbers in reverse order, that means from big to small, this is known as descending order. Right? Now let us see. Whenever you want to arrange the numbers like this, first you have to look into the place values of the numbers. If you observe all these numbers, here the highest place value is 1000 only. Here you have 8000, 5000, again 5000, 4000, 4000 and 6000. So here we have the same place, highest place values. Just compare the digit in the highest place value. Now we are going to write in ascending order. That means you have to start from smaller number to bigger number. If you observe this, here you have the smaller digit in the highest place value is 4000, again 4000. In these two numbers, now you have to decide which is the smallest. When the digit in the place value, I mean here thousands place, the digits are same. So now immediately you have to move to its right. That means immediate right to the 4. That is, here you have 8 in hundreds place, again 8 in hundreds place, again same. Now continue the process. Now again you have to move to its right. That is, here it is nothing but tens place. Here we have 9, whereas here you have 8. Obviously 8 is lesser than 9. So which number is small? Obviously it is 4884 is the small number. After that, its immediate next smaller number is 4892. These two are over. Now let us come to the other comparison. Next you have 8000, 5000, 5000 and 6000. So then you have to come with these two numbers. Here you have both numbers with 5000s. So already you know how to proceed when the digits are same. Then immediately move to its right. Here you have 6, here you have 8. That means in this number you have 600, whereas in this number you have 800. Obviously 600 is less. So the next number is 5642. Next, this is over. Next, what will be the other number? Next, the number is 5895. This is also finished. Next, you have left with only two numbers. One is 6962 and the other one is 8848. Obviously, you know that 6000 is lesser than 8000. So the next number is 6962 and the highest number is 8848. we arrange the numbers like this from smaller to bigger. If you arrange the numbers like this is known as ascending order. Like this, we arrange the numbers in both ascending order as well as descending order. This comparison is also very important in our daily life. Right. Next, let us come to the other situation where in papers, newspapers and media, you can observe that as on today in our Telangana, we can say that nearly 900 people are affected with COVID-19 positive cases. We are in our in our state, registered positive cases are around 900. Is it exactly 900? No, but we are approximately telling that it is 900. And you can imagine the situation where your father went to a market to get vegetables. How much money will he kept in his pocket? Will he kept in his pocket? Will he kept 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees? No, not at all, because he is going to a vegetable market. So, he may keep either 200 or 300. That means every week he used to go to the market. So, he can estimate the expenditure occurred to purchase vegetables. Based on that, he used to keep the money in his pocket. That means estimation is very important in our life. Most of the things in daily life will be based on estimation only, because you want to learn a concept. You will estimate the time that in this half an hour I used to learn this concept, because you know about your strength, because you know the depth of the concept. So, you can estimate the time taken to read that concept or to understand that concept. Like this, we used to get into these estimations in each and every time in our life. Right. Now, let us come to the point, that is, how can you estimate a number to its nearest 10? If you look at the line there, you can see it starts with 0 and ends with 10. If you look at the first line, we can call it as number line 2. In between there is a marking for 5. That means whenever a number is 5 or more than 5, then it will be estimated to its nearest tens place, nearest tens digit. If it is less than 5, then it will be rounded off to its nearest 0. Let us discuss with one example. Let us take a number 47. Let us take a number 47. Now, I want to estimate this number, or I want to round it off this number to its nearest tens. Nearest tens. Already you find that in this number we have 4 tens plus how many ones? 7 ones are there. Here I have the number 7. If you look at the number line, here you have 5. If it is less than 5, it will be reached to nearest 0. If it is more than 5, it will be reached to its nearest 10. If you observe 7, is it more than 5 or less than 5? It is more than 5. That means this somewhere here you have 7. it will reach to its nearest 10. That means this is nothing but 4 tens plus again if you rounded off this 7 to its nearest, then again you will get one more 10, that is 5 tens, which is nothing but 50. That means when you rounded off this the given number 47 to its nearest tens, its value is 50. Like this, you can apply the same concept for all the numbers like nearest hundreds, nearest thousands, nearest 10,000s, like that. For example, if you look at the next number line, there you have nearest hundreds, there also you can use the same phenomena, right. Let us explain with one more example, from that you can easily understand how to round it off to its nearest thousands and nearest 10,000s. For example, let us take a number 1297. Now I want to write this number or estimate this number to its nearest hundreds. Already we finished nearest tens. Now we are going to discuss about nearest hundreds, right. Here if you observe this number, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, we are talking about hundreds. So how many hundreds are there? 12 hundreds are there, or 1200, which is nothing but 1200, plus I have the number 97. Again if you draw a number line like this, here it is 50. If you have more than 50, it will be rounded off to its nearest 100. If it is less than 50, it will be rounded off to its nearest 0. If you observe the number here, we have 97, which is nearer to 100. That means this is 1200 plus again 100, that means you will get 1300, that is nothing but 1300. Like this, we rounded off this 1297 to its nearest 100 as 1300. Now let us take one number and we apply all the concepts, that means nearest tens, nearest hundreds, nearest 10,000, nearest thousand and nearest 10,000. Let us take a number 83,639. Let us take a number 83,639. Now the first case, I want to write this to its nearest tens. Tens means you have to take this. That means we have the number, as we are discussing about tens here, 39, right. Here we want to discuss about nearest to tens. Here you have the number 9. Nearest to tens means here it must be a rounded to tens. That means either 30 or 40. Since we have the number 9 which is greater than 5, so we can write this as 83,600, and this 9 means it will be nearest to tens. Already we have 3 tens, again one more 10, that is 40. This is nearest tens, right. Now let us come to nearest hundreds. That means now you have to consider these 2 digits, because already we have 600. Now we have, in addition to 600, we have the value 39. Already we know that 39 which is less than 50, so it will reach to nearest to 0. That means you will get 83,000. This is nearest 0, that means it will become 0, that means 83,600. This is nearest hundreds, right. Now, let us round it off this number to its nearest 1000. Again, to round it off to its nearest 1000, you have to consider these 3 digits, that is 639. Let us come to our next slide, that is nearest thousands. We have the number, what is that number? 639. 639 means it is more than 500. If you look at the first number line, it is more than 500, therefore it will be rounded off to nearest 1000. That means you will get 84,000. This is nearest thousands, right. Now, we are left with one more thing, that is nearest 10,000s. To get nearest 10,000s, let us take these 4 digits. You have 3,639. You have 3,639. Now, let us look at the bottom line. We have 3,639, which is less than 5,000. Since it is less than 5,000, it will be rounded off to nearest 0. That means, if you write this to its nearest 10,000s, then it is nothing but 80,000. This is nearest 10,000s. Like this, we can estimate a number based on its digits in the place values, whether it is tens place, hundreds, thousands or 10,000s. Like this, we estimate any number. Right. Now, let us look into the next concept. So far, we completed what we completed, place values and face values, and then next expanded form, and then comparison of numbers, next estimation of numbers. Now, we are going to discuss about the one more system, which is known as International System of Numeration. I think most of the students, if you look at the newspapers, sometimes you may be familiar with the headings like this: high grade bond funds shed by $38 billion. That symbol stands for dollar. Here you come across a new word, that is billion. And let us look at the next paper cutting, that is, due to this lockdown effect in the restaurant area, I mean in hospitality and tourism, 7 million jobs are at stake. Here you come across a new word, that is million. But in our Indian system of numeration, we have not seen these terms, millions and billions. Or if you look at this example, these are the 3 richest persons in our India. Mukesh Ambani, his property is worth around 2,800 billions. Again, if you observe the quantity or the income, it was also an approximate value. That means those are the estimated figures. And if you take Damani, his income is around 1,050 billions, and Shivanadar, his income, his property is worth around 905 billions. If you look at all these figures, there also the income or the property was mentioned in terms of billions. Now, what do you mean by this billions and millions? Those are nothing but, like in our Indian system, we have only ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores, 10 crores. Like that, in our international system of numeration, if you go to abroad or other countries, you can find these millions, billions and trillions. How can we compare these two number systems? If you look at the table, you can compare these two number systems. That is nothing but up to 10,000, all those are same as it is, and in terms of lakhs we have 100,000s, and 10 lakhs is nothing but 1 million. 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. 1 million is equal to, you can write 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs, or you can write simply 1,000 thousands. 1,000 thousands will be known as 1 million. Now, let us come to next 100 millions. Next you have 1,000 millions. These 1,000 millions are nothing but billion. Billion. That means 1 billion is equal to 1,000 millions, which is nothing but 100 crores. Or you can, if you want to compare or relate these two, this is nothing but 1,000 millions. In the same way, we have one more term, that is 1 trillion. That is nothing but again 1,000 billions. These are the terms we have in international system of numeration. Let us see here, we have the other system of numeration, which is known as international system of numeration. Right. Now, so far we have completed all the systems, Indian system as well as international system of numeration and comparison and all these things. Now, let us look at this. You offered, right, okay. Let us discuss about fractions in the next class. Now, let us take some questions for you. Right. Please note down this problem. Identify and record the situations. Identify and record the situations where you come across larger numbers in today's newspaper. You have to write those numbers in Indian system and international system of numeration and also in expanded form. Right? Please note down the problem. Identify and record the situations where you come across larger numbers either in today's newspaper or in TV news. You can use any source. Write at least 10 situations. Mention the situation also and write that larger number. And write those numbers in Indian system and international system and also in expanded form. Right? This is for today's class. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about fractions and decimals, which are also very important in our daily life. Thank you. Thank you once again. Have a good day. Stay home. Stay safe. ఎక్కువ